warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terimalah salam Taman Siswa, salam dan bahagia. Perkenalkan, saya Ria Maya Lestari Manurung MPD. Saya adalah salah satu dosen tetap Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris di Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Taman Siswa Palembang. Pada hari ini saya akan memaparkan PDD UKT-PT Pernyataan Diri Dosen dalam Unjuk Kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi di bidang pengajaran yang merupakan salah satu persyaratan dalam Serdos. Pada semester genap ini, saya mengampu mata kuliah sinteks dengan kode PBI 4212, total 16 pertemuan tatap muka dengan rincian 14 pertemuan materi dan 2 kali pertemuan masing-masing ujian tengah semester dan ujian akhir semester. Saya akan menjelaskan terlebih dahulu 3 komponen utama dalam proses pembelajaran mata kuliah sinteks dengan topik pre-structure yang meliputi DIA, Delivery, Interaction, Assessment. Delivery meliputi deskripsi, materi kuliah atau RPS bisa disampaikan menggunakan media pendukung agar kemampuan yang diharapkan setelah mengampu mata kuliah sinteks tercapai. Interaction melibatkan komunikasi dua arah antara dosen dan mahasiswa berupa diskusi atau tanya jawab, kolaborasi, refleksi bersama dalam mata kuliah sinteks. Assessment atau sistem penilaian mencakup assessment formatif untuk penilaian proses melalui kuis atau tugas individu maupun kelompok, serta penilaian sikap dan keterampilan. Selanjutnya, assessment sumatif untuk penilaian akhir UTS dan UAS. Sinteks merupakan mata kuliah wajib dengan bobot 2 SKS diampu oleh mahasiswa semester 4 di program pendidikan bahasa Inggris Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Universitas Taman Siswa Palembang. Materi dalam mata kuliah sinteks ini meliputi teori yang menjelaskan bagaimana sebuah kalimat dipecah menjadi konstituen-konstituen yang lebih kecil. Aturan ini biasanya digambarkan dengan menggunakan pohon sintaksis atau tree diagram untuk melihat hierarki dari suatu kalimat dan mempelajari dasar-dasar penyusunan kalimat yang jelas, efektif, dan tidak ambigu. Sebagai calon penulis, mahasiswa harus mengenal terlebih dahulu mata kuliah sinteks yang mempelajari tata cara penyusunan kata menjadi frasa, klausa, dan kalimat agar bermakna dan gramatika. Capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah CPNK Sinteks terdiri dari 1. Mahasiswa mampu memahami konsep dasar serta prinsip utama dalam sinteks. 2. Mahasiswa mampu mengidentifikasi serta membedakan berbagai kategori, kata, dan fungsi gramatikal dalam suatu bahasa. 3. Mahasiswa mampu menganalisis pembentukan kalimat menggunakan pohon sinteks. Dan keempat, mahasiswa mampu memecahkan masalah analisis data sintaksis dan menyajikan kesimpulan secara tertulis maupun lisan. Rujukan utama dari mata kuliah sinteks adalah English Syntax and Introduction oleh C.L. Baker. Referensi ini sangat baik dalam memahami dasar-dasar struktur bahasa, memahami dasar-dasar struktur bahasa Inggris, sedangkan untuk rujukan pendukung yang menggunakan artikel saya sendiri yang telah ditulis dalam jurnal terindeks Sinta 4 dengan judul Writing Interest, dengan tujuan agar mahasiswa semakin luas pengetahuan tentang ilmu yang berkaitan dengan mata kuliah sinteks, dan mahasiswa memiliki ketertarikan dalam menghasilkan tulisannya tepat terstruktur. Dalam perkuliahan sinteks digunakan juga metode ceramah. Hal ini dilakukan karena materi sinteks membutuhkan penjelasan di awal, terutama untuk menjelaskan konsep yang abstrak. Selanjutnya, metode yang saya gunakan adalah diskusi dan presentasi. Di sini diskusi yang dilakukan dengan pendekatan problem solving untuk mendiskusikan materi-materi mahasiswa pada saat kuliah tatap muka. Sedangkan metode problem based learning, sebenarnya metode diskusi dan presentasi itu sudah termasuk dalam metode problem based learning, di mana mahasiswa mencari atau mengemukakan suatu permasalahan yang mereka temukan atau hadapi di lapangan dan didiskusikan untuk mencari suatu solusi yang nantinya akan dipresentasikan di depan teman-teman mahasiswa lainnya. Asesmen atau teknik penilaian terhadap mata kuliah sinteks disampaikan pada pertemuan pertama dalam bentuk rencana pembelajaran semester atau RPS dan kontrak perkuliahan dengan tujuan agar mahasiswa mengetahui indikator-indikator dalam penentuan penilaian pada mata kuliah sinteks. Hal ini dilakukan dengan tujuan agar pemberian nilai mata kuliah ini dilakukan secara objektif. Pembagian penilaian mata kuliah ini mengikuti aturan yang telah ditetapkan Universitas Tamasiswa Palembang, meliputi kehadiran dan sikap 15%, tugas 15%, UTS 25%, kuis 15%, dan UAS 30%. Nilai akhir yang akan diperoleh mahasiswa didasarkan atas total dari komponen nilai tersebut yang akan dikonversikan ke dalam huruf. Baik, berikut adalah video proses pembelajaran pada mata kuliah sinteks dengan materi pertemuan kelima, yaitu phrase structure. Mari kita simak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, my students.
How
are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. Okay, today we are going to learn about phrase structure. But before we start our lesson, let me check your attendance, okay? Who's absent today? Who are absent today? No? No one? Okay. Okay, good, yeah. Okay, now, before we start our learning, let me remind you, review our previous lesson last meeting. What did you learn last meeting?
Part of speech.
Okay, how many parts of speech? Did you still remember? Okay, Deki?
Part of speech itu misalkan ada beberapa first, to, not, atau kata-kata verb, artinya auxiliary verb itu ada kata-kata to, dan adjektif itu sifat, adverb, pronoun ada kata ganti, conjunction ada kata tunggu, preposition ada kata tempat, dan preposition itu ada kata series.
Okay, good. Thank you, Deki. Okay, now we are going to continue our lesson for a brief meeting about phrase structure. But before we start our lesson, I'm going to give it you learning objective. Learning objective here, the first is explain the concept of phrase structure in English syntax. And the second, identify different types. The third, analyze the internal structure of phrases based on their constituents. And then the fourth, the construct simple tree diagrams representing phrase structure. The fifth, evaluate low phrase structure influences sentences meaning. And the last is solve syntax-related problems collaboratively using phrase structure analysis. Okay, now we come to our material about phrases. What is phrase? The phrase is a group of words functioning as a single grammatical unit without containing both of subject and also predicate. Phrase structure describes how words combine into phrases and phrases combine into sentences. And then syntax studies how words combine into larger grammatical units. One of the most important concepts in syntax is phrase structure. You have to remember phrase structure, which explains how words are organized into meaningful phrases and sentences. Understanding phrase structure enables students to analyze grammar systematically rather than relying on intuition alone. Okay, this is some examples of phrase. The first is the beautiful garden, and then the second is very carefully. The third is under the bridge. The fourth is has finished, and the last is extremely difficult. So those are examples of phrases without containing subject and predicates. Okay, here are some characteristics of phrases. The first is functions as one grammatical unit, and then the second has a head word. The third may include modifiers, and the last is doesn't express complete thought. Okay, this is the types of phrases: noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and then the last is prepositional phrase. Okay. Distribution of phrase, you can see the next slide. Okay. This is tree diagram. For example, like the little boy kicked the ball. Kick the ball, yeah. Which one is the little boy kicked the ball? You can put in the sentences, the little boy kicked the ball. And then we divide into two, noun phrase and verb phrase.
After the noun phrase, verb phrase, we divide it, determine and then noun. Verb phrase, verb and noun phrase, and then determine noun. Okay, common ambiguity. For example, flying planes can be dangerous. There are two meanings. The first is flying functions as a verb phrase. The general form of the verb fly, acting, as the subject of the sentence. But the last, the second meaning, function as adjective. This is verb and this is adjective, modifying planes to describe which planes are dangerous. So there are different meanings, but the same consequent word. Yeah, the same word. Let me see. From the same sequence of word. Okay, let's. Okay, this is the practice. I have already divided you into two groups, yeah, last meeting, yeah. Group 1 and group 2. The first presentation will be presented by group 1. Okay, please come forward to the class.
Good afternoon, everyone. That's group 1, and today we are going to present our analysis of phrase type, tree diagram, and sentence meaning. In this presentation, we will analyze the sentence using synthetic theory. First, we will identify the phrase type. Then we will explain the tree diagram, and finally, we will discuss the meaning of the sentence. The sentence is the intelligent student from Indonesia presented their research on the sentence.
Jadi intelligence noun phrase this presented their research comparatively this their research is comparatively and this. And now I will explain about three diagrams. This is example of the sentence. Division three diagrams. And then number one, the main is as sentence and divided to noun phrase and then verb phrase. And the noun phrase divided to three: determine, adjective, and noun. Determine in this sentence is the, and adjective is intelligent, and noun is students. And the noun phrase, the intelligent students. And at the noun phrase there is professional phrase divided to professional is from, and then noun Indonesia. And then we move to verb phrase divided to three. There is verb, presenter, and then noun phrase and adverb phrase. The noun phrase is divided to there is gentleman is there, and then noun is research. And at the adverb phrase there is adverb is confident. So the verb phrase is in this sentence is present their research confidently.
Okay, explain the sentence meaning. The sentence describes a group of intelligent students who come from Indonesia. They presented their research and they did so confidently. The noun phrase identifies the subject, the verb phrase expresses the action, the professional phrase completes the noun phrase, but it can be origin, and the adverb phrase describes the manner of action. That's all, guys. Thank you.
Okay, another division, yeah. Another group B, group 2, yeah, will be presented.
Selamat pagi. Okay, so today from the second book we will presentation about syntax and organized presentation. So for the first one, we will explain what this is. Okay. So number one is identify on the phrase in the sentence. As you can see, the old man and the woman were waiting outside. in the part of the sentence, we can see phrase, type, and function. The element in one type is not phrase, function is subject, and we are writing outside, type is the phrase, for the function is predicate, and outside, the type is adverb phrase, function is adverb of place. So this is the internal structure of the subject, the single particular manner, or adjective, main for noun, and for conjunction, common for noun. Okay, this is three diagram. This is drawn to possible three diagram. So, interpretation one. Only nine are for the diagram one. The sentence. This is the non-phrase. Determine for the adjective. Non-phrase. This is part of noun or conjunction. And for phrase, verb, collective, and so for the second one, this is three diagram. Format, subject, sentence, non-phrase, part of non-phrase, determine, adjective, conjunction, adjective, noun, phrase, noun, and conjunction, verb, and verb. Press outside. So the presentation two, Lord, the man, and the woman are old. Sentence, non-phrase, look for determine, adjective, non-phrase, determine of the adjective, noun, non-phrase, conjunction, not for the whole. Man, function for man, and non-woman for phrase, for word, for the next, we will
Explain the two possible meanings. Interpretation one. Only the man of no. In this interpretation, the adjective is only the noun meaning. Therefore, the sentence refers to all for the woman of unspecified who are living outside. Meaning, the old man and the woman live outside. Only the man are old. Interpretation 2. But the man and the woman are old. In this interpretation, the adjective is the entire noun, phrase, man, and woman. Consequently, both groups are described as old, meaning the old man and the old woman clearly live outside, but the man and the woman are old. Our phrase after the sentence is structurally ambiguous because the adjective both can be in noun phrase. In the interpretation one, all modifies only men. In the interpretation two, all modifies both men and woman. The same word can have different meaning because of their phrase structure. Three diagrams help illustrate this different information clearly.
That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon.
Okay, the first and the second group have already presented their materials. Is there any questions? Guys, no one? So far, so good, yeah? Yeah. Okay, now, we come to reflection. The first, there are 5 questions here. The first is, what is phrase? Who wants to try to answer? Number 1. Okay, Alia?
Phrase is a group of words that function as a single vertical in phrase contain both a subject and a predicate, so it can stand alone as a complex sentence.
Good job. Okay, thank you, Alia. And for the second question, What is the difference between praise and applause? Okay.
A praise is a group of words that function as one unit but does not contain both a subject and a predicate. A clause is a group of words that contain both a subject and a predicate and can express a complete or incomplete idea.
Okay, good job. Okay, yeah, and then the third. Why is praise structure important? Okay, good. Yeah.
Partial structure is important because it somehow group are organization into meaningful units. It helps use other thread. Your grammar will relationship between words and explain how sentences are structured.
Okay, good. Thank you, Tiara. And then the fourth question. How does praise structure affect meaning? Okay, Dina.
Praise structure determines how words are grouped together, which directly affect sentence meaning. A sentence with the same words can have different interpretation if the praise structure is example. The old man and woman were waiting outside. Interpretation 1, only the men are old. Interpretation 2, both the man and the woman are old. Is ambiguity comes because the adjective old can modify different parts of the wrong phrase.
Okay, good. For the last questions, how can we diagrams have syntax analysis? Okay, Vita, please.
We will the hierarchical structure of the sentence. They have identity plus time, so the sentence element, and send our parent plus structures and product and units. For example, driving to 3 drivers for the all men and woman, the writing of family illustrated by the sentence two possible integration, we can the record sentence and
Okay, good, Vita. Thank you, Vita. Okay, so is there any questions? What we have studied today? No? No, yeah. Okay, so thank you for your coming, yeah. Thank you for today. Hopefully we are always be healthy, okay? Okay, see you on the next meeting, yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.